Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour. Atin yan! Catch the latest news about the latest happenings in and around the Ateneo.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Basil Valdez, the Apo Hiking Society, Parokya ni Edgar, Bukas Palad, the Ateneo Glee Club, and many more. All homegrown talents at the Ateneo de Manila University. Get to know the current music environment at the Ateneo. Tune in to Himig Ateneo. Himig Ateneo. Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo.
All right, good afternoon. 2:16 on a wonderful, Thursday. We lose all sense of time after a holiday, right? So this is the 22nd day of August, 2019. Magandang hapon, Ateneo, and welcome to a live broadcast of Radyo Katipunan 87.9, coming to you live straight out of the Jescom studios dito lang po sa loob ng pamantasang Ateneo de Manila. Good afternoon, and welcome to Himig Ateneo, where we feature the best of our homegrown talents from inside the Ateneo de Manila University. Magandang hapon. Ako po ang inyong host for today, Cholo Mallilin from the Loyola schools, and I'm missing my partner who is with us usually here. You can watch us live on Facebook. You can log on right now on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan, or you can also tune in through radionomy.com/Radyo Katipunan, or you can search for Radyo Katipunan on liveonlineradio.net. Okay, so check us out, and hopefully you are tuned in, whatever medium you are listening to, you are listening on, whether it's on the FM band or through your cell phones. You are very privileged to be a part of the show today because we have a great group of guests for this afternoon. Not their first time here, but I think for most of them, it is their first time to guest because, well, they are one of our, how should I say it, our most talented student organizations of the Performing Arts Cluster. Okay, and they are here to tell us about their upcoming production for their 28th season, right? Wow! Talagang long-running ang grupong ito, and we're very happy and excited to have them again on Himig Ateneo. Please welcome our friends from the Ateneo Blue Repertory. Hey! Good afternoon, guys. And thank you for, on natin lahat ng mic. So let us just do some quick intros here, and maybe once I announce your name, you can tell us a little bit about yourself. Starting off with, how should I say it? Maybe is the special projects manager here with us? No, not here. Sige. So who do I call on first? Who's your pinaka manager dito sa grupo now? Okay, so it's Tisha. So let's start off with you, Tisha Almazan.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Tisha Almazan. I'm the co-production manager for the Theory of Relativity, and I'm managing the production with Vicky Gatmaitan, who unfortunately can't be here right now because she has a class.
Ayan. And just so people believe that you're a student, what is your year-end course, Tisha?
I'm a third-year creative writing student.
Wow, batang-bata pa, third-year creative writing. Welcome to the show, Tisha. Okay, and we also have with us here Miss Kay Torrefiel. Hi, Kay.
Hi, I'm Cax.
Cax ba? Ay, sorry. Natawa naman ako. Nag-spelling correct yung aking device dito, kaya nakalagay
It's
Kay.
okay.
Cax Torrefiel. Hello, Cax.
Hi, I'm Cax. I'm the assistant musical director of the Theory of Relativity. It's my first time being part of the A team. I've always wanted to be part, and I'm here to take care of their music.
Wow. And I'm sure they feel very lucky to have you on board.
They're amazing. They're very amazing.
Is it assistant musical?
Yes.
Director?
Our musical director is Abby Sulit.
There you go. All right. Welcome, Cax. Okay, and let us now introduce the members of the performing cast of this upcoming production. As you mentioned already, the title is The Theory of Relativity, and we'll get to know a little bit more about that. But please welcome from the performing cast. Let's start off from my immediate left here, Miss Mar Argente. Hi, Mar.
Hello. So my name is Mar Argente. I'm a current senior in BS Psychology.
Okay.
And I've been in BlueRep ever since I was a freshman.
Wow.
So it's been a long time. And I'm currently portraying Julie.
Okay, there you go. So Mar, and then we have wala na order to. Jerome Chua. There you go. Hi, Jerome.
Hi, I'm Jerome. I'm playing Adam in the show. I'm actually not a student. I graduated last year, also BS Psychology.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're an alumnus.
Yes.
So for this particular production, I guess it's everybody on the cast. Aside from being current students, you also have some alumni with you. Okay, so you're one of them. Congratulations. Okay, and welcome back. Okay, and then next on my list here is Julia Santiago. Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Okay. Sige, go ahead.
Second-year student. I'm in the
I think it's the let me just make sure that your switch is on there because I can hardly hear you on my live feed here. Okay, go ahead, Julia. Go ahead.
I'm in ABIS, and I just joined BlueRep last year.
Wow, talaga? What year are you now?
Second year.
Second year. Wow. So you joined BlueRep last year as a freshie,
Yes.
and then wow. So you're on board right away as a part of the cast for this. What role do you play?
I play Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll learn a little bit more about the characters that you play. Thank you, Julia. And next is Choi Simpao. And si Choi, I've seen you on stage actually perform in several productions already. You're quite familiar. Okay, yes. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name is Choi Simpao. I'm a third-year communication student. I've also been in BlueRep since I was a freshman, so I've done a bunch of prods, and I'm playing the role Oliver.
Oliver. Okay. And thank you, Choi. And we have with us Peter Romero.
Yes, hi, I'm Peter Romero, and I'm a 3BS management student. I play the role of Joshua, and same with Choi, I entered BlueRep when we were freshmen.
Wow, okay. Parang pag ganun, medyo mga ano na kayo, no? Parang pioneers na kayo, no? I guess in this particular org. Okay, and we have finally Miss Nicole Lim. There you go. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, I'm
First to arrive, si Nicole. Early bird. Yes.
Well, I'm actually not from Ateneo. I'm from
okay.
but I already graduated.
Where? What school again? Sorry, I didn't. I have to let my headphones here. What school are you from? Oh, okay. No, of course. Really? Wait, that's interesting. Actually, so given that you're not from Ateneo and you're from De La Salle, we should have a special applause. Hindi naman tayo. There is no rivalry when it comes to the arts. No. We're happy, and I guess I'm doubly happy for you to be here. At siya pa yung pinakamaaga dito. Ayan, Nicole. What course are you taking up in DLSU?
Oh, I already graduated.
You're a graduate? Okay.
I took up AP Psychology.
Oh wow, psychology. A lot of you are in psych, no? And then I guess you translate your ACADS into a theatrical career. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about that. Okay. And how did you find yourself in this production? Did you audition or?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I saw some posts from a few friends who are alumni of BlueRep.
All right.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Okay, so welcome, I guess. Well, this is your first time with the BlueRep,
Yes.
Blue Repertory? Okay, so I am excited to hear you sing. And what part do you play in this particular show?
I play Jenny.
Jenny. All right. So the play, of course, that we are talking about is a musical called The Theory of Relativity. And then I sort of tried to look that up because if I remember correctly, there was a movie with the same title, but I'm not sure if it's not the same. All right. So definitely it has nothing to do with Einstein or the theory of relativity. All right. In that sense. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this play. As is I guess customary with Blue Repertory, a lot of the productions that you put on are actually originated abroad, right? This is a foreign. It's based on a book and a musical that was created by an American, I assume. So yeah, you can tell us more about that.
Okay, so the theory of relativity is actually a song cycle, and a song cycle is similar through a sung through musical. And for musicals or shows, usually there are, for a lack of a better word, skits in between the songs. Pero for a song cycle, it's all songs performed in a certain order to tell a story. So that's what.
Okay. So parang it's like a libretto. Parang it's a different. It's several stories, like vignettes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. But is there one particular plot that runs through all of the? Are we entering spoiler territory here? Okay, so yeah. But maybe is there like one setting at least for the entire musical?
They're all students kasi that's a story. The premise of the theory of relativity, it explores the interconnectedness of different lives. So their common ground is that they're all students in the same school, in the same class.
Okay.
They are. They're not?
It's mostly set in New York.
Mostly
Pero
set in
all
New
of our characters aren't necessarily naman in one college. They really just find ways to connect to each other.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so I guess this is perfect for your age and your generation because you'll be portraying students, young adults, and this particular musical. Would you know how long has this musical been running? Was this first staged in Broadway or off Broadway?
It was first staged in 2016, so that was
Okay.
3 years ago.
All right, so it's a relatively new musical. No?
Relative.
Everything is relative. So music and lyrics are by Neil Bartram. All right, and the book is written by Brian Hill. All right, The Theory of Relativity. Okay, so let's sample a little bit of the music, of course, since this is a musical, and our show is really meant to feature musical talent. The first song that we are going to perform today is a song entitled Apples and Oranges, correct? Okay, Apples and Oranges. Maybe somebody can tell us a little bit about the context of this song. Yes, Troy.
Okay, so I'm playing the role of Oliver in the musical, and with me right now is Peter, who's going to be singing as Mike. Unfortunately, our castmate, who actually is Mike, couldn't be here right now because of class.
Right.
So Peter's playing a different role, but basically in this song, Apples and Oranges, it's basically about this guy, Oliver, and not too spoilery, but there's just something about him that something that he feels like is weird about him, which is the fact that he doesn't like apples. Ooh, a quotation. What does that mean? So he lives most of his life thinking that he's strange or he's weird because of the fact that he doesn't like apples until he gets to college where he meets Mike. And basically, Oliver talks about how he doesn't like apples, but he's really loved oranges like his whole life. And he thought that's been especially strange where he's from because he never saw anyone who didn't like apples until he goes to college and meets Mike, and they both bond over the fact that, oh, we both like oranges. So, yes.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, he said it all.
So this, all right. So this isn't your character song.
No, it is.
You don't get to sing this in the actual play, but you're actually going to sing this.
I'm filling
now.
in, yes.
All right, filling in for somebody. All right. So let's listen to Apples and Oranges from the musical The Theory of Relativity, the Ateneo Blue Repertory. Here we go.
Okay.
I've never really liked apples, though heaven knows I've tried. Cause it's just weird to hate apples, so for years and years I lied. I never really liked apples, it's not a choice per se. I don't know why, I guess that I was simply born this way. Spokane, where all they've done is grow apples since the day the world began. So I hate my feelings for apples, it's a skill I learned to hone. And as I grew, I guess I knew I'd always be alone. But I've always loved oranges from my earliest memories, even though there's no orange trees in Washington state. But still I liked oranges, it's an urge I was shy to admit. To me apples were apples, but oranges were it. Well, I left home and the apples I had passions to pursue. I started my own adventure and enrolled at NYU. I was shy and minded my business. Then I met Mike one day. He seemed so nice, so I broke the ice and found the nerve to say, I've always liked oranges. Shoot, what a strange conversation starts. He said, dude, here's the strangest part.
I like oranges too.
We
We're two guys who like oranges, who were sent a clear message by fate. We don't have to like apples. Oranges are great. That moment left quite an impression. That moment a light bulb went off. I remembered the years of repression and my worries that people would scoff. All those times that I tried liking apples seemed at once like a meaningless waste. But I learned there with Mike that you like what you like, and there's just no accounting for taste. Now we're proud to like oranges, and we walk with our heads held high, because I found another guy who loves the things that I love, and so did I. We both love oranges. He's so handsome, and he's awfully cute. If you're looking for morals, we'll give it a shot. There are those who like apples and those who do not. So whatever your preference, embrace what you got. It's a big world. Find your favorite fruit.
Yay! Alright. Yeah, that was fun. Apples and oranges.
Yes.
There you go. From the Theory of Relativity. That's a cute song. Okay. And parang na-imagine ko na yung setup or the setting at least for a song like this. So well, I was curious. Now that I've listened to at least one song from off the play, I guess a lot of what the play is about is really about finding yourself, kind of finding your identity at a very young age. Would you know parang ano yung age ng mga characters?
Most of them are really in college with...
Your age, all right.
Yeah. As in, most of them are seniors or juniors, so talagang college age talaga.
Yan. And I guess, my question would be, can you relate to the characters that you actually portray? Like, ikaw, Choi?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oliver?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oliver's story is definitely about finding himself because of another person. And Oliver's story is also mostly about just like learning to really love yourself and just like be proud of who you are. And yeah, I feel like, especially in college, like for me, I took it as a time to like just put myself out there and to just stop worrying about like what other people are gonna think. Just like Oliver, he just decided like, you know what, this is how I am, this is who I am, and I'm proud of myself as a person.
Nice. Was theater something that you actually got into very early on in your life, or is it something that you discovered just in college?
Oh, for me, in high school, I really was not interested in theater at all. I mostly did singing, just singing, and during the summer, it was like a really good setup during my summer of incoming first year, entering college. I got into it. I got into musical theater, and it started with this musical called Hamilton. A bunch of people probably know it.
Yeah.
It's really a mainstream musical, and from there I just kept like discovering more musicals that I loved, and especially when I got into BlueRep in college, I just discovered more and more, and just like realized how much I loved like not just the songs but also the acting and the spectacle of it all. Yeah.
Maybe I want to go through the entire cast here. How did you find yourself in theater? Not particularly BlueRep, pero parang how did you start off, I guess? What about you, Peter?
Oh, okay. I actually discovered theater at an earlier age.
Okay.
In high school, I joined Ateneo's Dulaang Sibol.
Oh, you were in Sibol.
And yes,
okay.
yes. And that's where I discovered acting and singing. Mm-hmm. And I guess I wanted to explore further and went into BlueRep for college.
Nice. All right. Okay.
Okay. I grew up listening to a lot of musicals, so I was very invested early on. But since the school,
like mga grade school or high school, Julie?
Like when I was probably a child, a baby. My mother probably listened to musicals while I was in her womb, like that time. But the school that I went to during grade school and junior high school, we didn't really have a theater program, so I wasn't able to explore it. It was also when I moved to the Ateneo Senior High School that I also joined Cebol.
You were also in Cebol?
I was also in Cebol. We were the first batch with girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
It took a while to get there. But
Yay, proud.
But yeah, and then it just kept going, and now I'm in BlueRep.
Nice, congratulations. And what about you, Nicole?
Well, actually, mine is similar to Choi.
Okay.
So I didn't do theater much in high school or anything, but it was just the summer before college when I started doing theater for like little workshops, trumpet or repertory.
Wow, actually. So medyo high profile na yun if you enter like
summer workshops.
trumpets
So
and stuff.
At that point, that was the only like exposure I had to theater.
Okay.
And since I didn't join the theater org in LaSalle, I decided to try studying more after college. So that's why I'm doing this now also because I
So
really want
late
to.
bloomer ka din,
Yeah.
I guess, when it comes to the theater life. What about you, Mar?
For me naman, it started with singing. So I started at a very young age, at age 5. As in yung mga tipong center for pop, ganon. And then after that, I discovered na I actually loved other performing arts, like acting nga. So that's when I joined PETA at age 8.
Wow, really?
Yes.
You're already with PETA?
And then in high school naman, I continued it in our own theater guild in Miriam. It's called Banaag. And then, yeah, I'm here now in BlueRep. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about you guys? Are you into the performing arts also, aside from being people behind the scenes? Are you also part of the performing cast?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I think my story is pretty similar to Nicole's. Like,
Okay,
I didn't
Jerome.
really have a chance to explore it when I was younger because, there wasn't really any program in my school also.
Okay.
So, like, I was just, I did some workshops, just like 1 or 2 because, like, my dad wasn't really into it. He was like, oh, it's not. Anyways, but I didn't join BlueRep when I was a freshman like these guys. I only joined when I was 3rd year because
Wow,
I was,
really? Okay.
what do you call that? I was very shy and I was like, let's just watch their shows.
Wow.
But then, like, I decided to join because I was like, why not,
So you must have taken a special kind of drive to actually let you like audition for. Kasi you guys audition, I guess, to be part of
Yeah.
BlueRep, right?
Yeah.
What was the turning point for you that you felt na I can do it this time?
Like,
3rd year college, late bloomer talaga. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like my life was pretty boring the first 2 years because I told
Okay.
myself I just focus on studies and all that stuff. But then, like, when I was 30, I was like, what the heck? I'm only young once, right?
Right,
And, like,
right.
so I decided to give it a shot. Well, and here I am now, apparently.
Wow, the experience really
Yes.
paid off. Very good. Congrats, Jerome. Okay, and how about you guys? Tisha and Cax. Meron bang may kwentong ano rin ba kayo?
My family actually really loves theater, so I grew up watching a lot of plays, a lot of musicals, and I actually also grew up watching BlueRep's plays.
Wow.
Even before I joined. And I joined BlueRep when I was a freshman, and I joined as a costumes and makeup member.
What year are you in now?
3rd year.
Third year
I'm
now,
third year.
okay.
And yeah, I don't act at all, but joining BlueRep made me realize now there's so much. There are so much departments and there's so much work to be done that
Yeah.
can contribute to a show, and it's not just about acting. And, yeah.
Yeah. So many skills that can really put together an entire production. Yes. And you, Cax?
Since I was a kid, I've loved singing, so I don't
Okay.
remember my age, but it was a really early age. I never really knew the world of musicals before, even though the first thing I loved was like Sound of Music. I didn't know it
Yes,
was a
wow.
musical.
Classic.
Like, no, my parents didn't tell me about the world of musicals. They just, you sing, keep singing, keep singing. So I just kept singing, and then in senior high, I was also with Julia as the first batch in senior high. We in
Sibol
our-
ka din ba?
I know.
Okay.
In senior year, we created the parang a It's also a BlueRep. We made a new musical theater org.
Nice. Okay.
It's called BTTA, Broadway Theater Troupe of Ateneo, and
and that is still ongoing.
yeah,
Now, great.
we're on our third year, and that's when I first really delved into the world of musical theater. That's when sineryoso ko na, I really love musical theater. I was able, I realized na singing could be more than just singing. There's a whole, there's a much wider world in the world of performing. And then, since our moderator was a BlueRep alumnus, he was like, you could also join BlueRep. He kept telling us about BlueRep, and I was like, okay, I really want to join BlueRep, and now I'm here.
Nice. Oh, this was your moderator from high school, from the high school org.
Yeah, our org moderator.
Okay. Sino to? Baka kilala ko.
Arjo.
Yes, Arjo Emilia. Yay. Of course. Hi, Arjo. Yan, nanonood yan. Okay. So, great. It's nice to know all of your backgrounds, and I can relate kasi ako rin naman, I dabbled in a little theater when I was much younger. Pero enough of me. Let's hear more from the music of this play, The Theory of Relativity, and later on we'll tell you a little bit about when we are going to be able to watch it. So I guess you guys must be really busy rehearsing now because you're on sometime in September, right? So ano ba to? Less than a month na lang. Tama ba? Na-pressure ba kayo bigla? Kasi according to my código here, you are on September 12. Wow. Sige. So we'll get to into the details of the play later on, but I want to hear more music from this play, and the next song up is End of the Line. End of the Line, and this will be sung by Julia and Nicole. All right? So a little intro about this particular song. What's the context of this song when it comes on?
Okay, so this song is generally about a friendship. A story of a friendship from the start of how they became friends until now at the present time, and how they're dealing with the differences that they've been experiencing as they grew up.
All right, so let's hear it. This is End of the Line from The Theory of Relativity. This is Julia and Nicole.
I'm Jenny. I'm Sarah. She's Sarah. She's Jen. Been best friends forever. Well, since we were 10. Met at ballet class, and ever since then, we became inseparable. The damage was irreparable. Jen's like my sister, and Sarah's like mine. Friends till the end of the line. Had nothing much in common. Loved horses, shoes, but we were attached at the hip. Jen was like a goddess, my mentor and muse. She was a nerd and a drip, but we would be together every hour of the day. People would see us and say, it's Jenny and Sarah, two peas in a pod. Well, if one pea was perfect and one pea was odd, first strand spare on a volleyball squad. Happy and gregarious, my thrills were just vicarious. She'd point the spotlight, she'd bask in the shine. Friends till the end of the line. My skin was just like porcelain, hers was all zits. My pores were perpetually blocked. I developed early, she had no tips. My cupboard was woefully stocked. Why would I be seen with such a social refugee? 'Cause she always looked good next to me. It's right. So we were Jenny and Sarah, a vulgar display. The queen of the prom and her weird protege. I ran light in the school cabaret. I mean, have you heard Sarah sing? Good golly, it's embarrassing. We were contrary forces who somehow combined. Friends till the end of the line. Something crazy happened right after 12th grade. That summer I blossomed and bloomed. I stepped into the sunlight after years in the shade, and a beautiful swan was exhumed. Meanwhile, I was working at the local Dairy Queen. mean, it's just so delicious.
We both showed up at college and no need to pretend. I was popular right off the bat. And everyone was asking Sarah, who is your friend? The one who's so
interesting.
Facts. All this malice aimed at Jenny was quite startling and new. So I did what all best friends would do. I said, I'm Sarah, she's Jenny. We used to be close. Now she's desperate and clingy and sort of morose. I heard she gobbles peanut butter parfaits by the gross. In all the world is there a sight more tragic than this parasite?
So that is our story, and ain't it divine? Friends till the end of the cold, bitter end. I guess this is the end of the
Wow. All right, so there you go. That was end of the line. Thank you, Julia and Nicole. That was wonderful. I can actually, if you're not watching us on Facebook, if you're just listening on the radio, you can probably imagine the choreography that goes behind this particular number. Di ba? Parang nakikita ko na, it's really meant to be, I guess, may mga cute kayong gestures and nice. All right. Okay. Speaking of which, maybe we can talk a little bit about the other people who are behind the scenes for this particular production. Okay, so is the movement director the same as a choreographer? Is that the same?
Yes.
All right, so this will be choreographed by Ricardo Magno, who's also a BlueRep alumnus. Is he? Would you know? Or
I'm not sure.
we're not sure. Okay.
I think he's from Tanghalang Ateneo.
Really? Was he before?
And
Okay.
then he went to study in UP or something. And then he's what do you call it? He comes back to Ateneo to do choreography for TA also, and he also directed something for BlueRep last year.
So have you guys started, I guess so, because if you're on in September, have you been on, have you been like rehearsing choreography, blockings and stuff like
We've
that?
been practicing our technique recently. Yes.
Sige nga, tips. Because I can imagine, kasi you have to like memorize all of these songs, know it by heart, and then tuturuan pa kayo ng actions.
There's a lot of layers into the whole thing. As in, we started with music rehearsals, and then we moved into blocking.
Right.
But then, other than blocking the actual actions, the actual scenes, we actually also incorporated a bit of technique na nga from our assistant choreographers, CJ Lubanco and EC de los Santos. And then today, we're officially starting our choreography. So it's gonna be
wow!
intense.
So hindi pa pala talaga kayo nag-choreograph. How many what do you call this? How many performers will there be in this play?
There are 19 people in the cast.
19. Wow, that's a full-blown talagang Broadway cast. 19. Marami na rin yun. Okay. And I guess all of you have your own particular since these are vignettes, parang individual stories, you kind of shine in one particular Nice. But do your characters also interact with each other?
Some of them.
I see. Okay.
Some of them, our characters really do like have their own like moments, because it is trying to tell the story about how these individual people have their own individual lives with different things going on, but somehow they still connect in a way.
Yeah. All right. And your director is Andre Pamintuan. Is that right? Andre Pamintuan?
Yes.
Okay. Ano naman ang connection niya sa BlueRep? Has he been directing productions for BlueRep? Okay.
He's an alumni from BlueRep. I'm not sure which year he graduated, but he's done a lot. He's been directing a lot of shows for BlueRep, like the first Spring Awakening, and he also wrote one of the shows, Stages of Love, which is like a recurring thing for BlueRep.
That's the freshie prod. At least when I watched it, it was like way back, like 4 years ago. All right.
But he's done a lot. Now I think he is the creative director of the Pineapple Lab.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So great. So he's on board. And then set design is by Jodinand Aguilon. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. And the lighting designer is Mio Santamaria. So the theory of relativity is your first offering for this year on your 28th season. And there will be more, of course, during the school year. What makes you particularly excited about this production, Mar? Ikaw?
Kasi for me and T, we're part of BlueRep Score. So we were part of the deliberations, ganon. And then we really fell in love with the whole thing. Kasi na-realize namin na other than the great music na it has, yung stories talaga ng bawat character eh.
Yeah.
Whether it be Oliver or Jenny or Julie or Adam or Sarah or Joshua, kung sino mang character na yun, you'll find a character to resonate with and take the lessons from those characters and bring it to your everyday lives.
Wow. Anything to add to that? Okay. What did you mean when you said deliberation? What did you deliberate on? The actual what play to produce or to come out with, or
because
deliberations on the
yun
cast?
nga po, we have a lot of shows
Choices
for the season. So we talk, we discuss kung anong mga pwedeng shows for the season. So
I see.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. Something important that Mar said was resonate. And I think that's a big reason why we chose this production is because of the resonance everyone can feel. Whether you're a Blue Repper or you're a student, there's a story here that you can latch onto and that you can sort of empathize with. And it becomes very meaningful like that when you can personally see yourself in a character in a production.
Nice. Okay. And these, I guess, are timeless questions of the youth, di ba? Parang mga contemporary. I mean, may mga ano ba to? May mga issues that are dealt with, mga really. Okay. Sige. Well, do we have any questions from our Facebook? Maraming bate. Okay. Let me just acknowledge some of our listeners. Ayan, medyo malayo kasi sa akin yung ano. Ayan. So, we're saying hi to Carlos de Guzman, who says, can't wait. Nina Bermio. Hi, Nils. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Blue Rep. Kim Chi saying hello to Mar. Sabi niya, we. Yung message ni Kim para sa'yo. Sorry, ayan, pakibaba lang ng konti. Okay. And then, we have Baro. Ayan, hindi mo rin makita. Okay. Yun. Jodinan Villaflores Aguilon is tuned in. Is he related to somebody here?
He's a set designer.
He is, yes. Hi, we just acknowledged you. Ayan, si Sofia Cadinas. Hi, Lika. Right? Sofia is tuned in. Thank you so much. Ayan, and all your other fans. Ano to? Hindi ko mabasa to. Okay, mamaya natin basahin. Para nagka-fade out. Okay, let's listen to one more song. Ito medyo exciting. This is a solo. Ayan, from you, Jerome.
Yes.
So this is, how do I pronounce it? Pi or P? Pi.
Yes.
Pi. This song is curiously titled Pi Part 1.
Yes.
Bakit Part 1?
Find out. Watch the show.
Okay, so may Part 2 and say,
Yes.
sige, what's the story of this song?
Well, the story of the song, it's about this guy who's very logical. He's just trying to stay grounded. Like, for lack of a better term, because I can't find one, he's sigurista, so he's trying to rationalize, like, love through math.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is Pi Part 1,
Yes.
Featuring Jerome. This is from the musical The Theory of Relativity.
Right. The ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter is known as pi. Pi equals 3.14. If I bring her one red rose, she will dance with me till dawn. If I bring her one red rose, I can hold her in my arms. If I bring her one red rose. Roses are foolish, dancing's a bore. Love is a concept that wise men ignore. Numbers are perfect, like pi is 3.14. Dreams are unstable, awaken, they're gone. An unscientific phenomenon. Numbers are certain, like pi is 3.141. Some things you count on, like 3.1411.
Oh, there you go. Kaya ba part 1? Kasi marami. It says, there you go. That was Pi part 1. Very interesting. Parang na-imagine ko na yung character mo. Parang ikaw ba yung nerd na parang
Well,
so, no?
I guess.
Na yung parang everything is cerebral to you and then you find love. Oy, galing. All right. So let's announce when we are going to be able to watch the theory of relativity. So the Ateneo Blue Repertory's 28th season premiere goes on stage on when? Memorize ba? Okay, starting.
It runs from September 12 to September 29, and for weekends we have shows at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. and on weekdays we have shows at 8 p.m.
Wow, and these are a lot of shows, huh? So for those of you who want to watch, want to schedule this, so we start off September 12, then 12, 13, 14, then 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. And these are the shows that will feature you your gala performances of this. Tama ba? At 8 p.m. And then you have matinees on September 14, 21, 22, 28, and 29. So the matinee shows are at 3 p.m. Okay? And where can they get their tickets?
We start ticket selling very, very soon, so you can keep up with updates on that on our Facebook page at Blue Repertory, as well as our Twitter, which is _Blue Repertory, and our Instagram at Ateneo Blue Repertory.
Ayan. All right. So both Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can check out, more about the schedules and more about where to get their tickets. Can we already announce how much the tickets will be for those who want to book their tickets in advance?
The tickets are going to be priced at 400 pesos.
That's for
students.
Students. Okay.
And then for outsiders, I believe it's 500 or 600.
Okay. So, and they can buy their tickets at the gates. Most of them, or can they buy it in advance?
They can buy it in advance.
Ayan. So let's find out. We can announce that also on our Facebook page. Just let us know so we can keep people informed on when the tickets go on sale. All right. So the theory of relativity, of course, featuring the Ateneo Blue Repertory. These songs that we've sampled today, we have one more song to go. These are just some of the songs, right?
Yes.
Some of the songs that will be featured. Since this will be like, how did you call it? Parang
song cycle.
Song cycle. First time ko narinig yung ano na yan, jargon na yan, song cycle. Ang alam ko parang libretto, parang it's like the whole play is sung, di ba? Ganun ba yun? Or will there also be spoken parts?
Spoken parts.
May mga spoken parts then. All right. So I'd be interested to find out what the song cycle is all about. And any other details that we need to announce about this play? When will you have parang a special night for for like a special gala night? Meron bang ganon?
We have BlueRep night.
Okay.
Exclusively
What's that?
for Blue Rappers. They get to see this, they get to preview the show before it gets shown to the public.
Including the alumni and okay. Tapos if they want, pwede ba kayong, do you sell entire play dates? Parang
Yes,
ganun,
show
pwede
buying,
ganon? Kunyari,
yes.
show buying? Okay,
Yes.
how does one go about that?
The details will also be posted very, very soon,
Alright.
around this week.
Okay. Kasi meron ngang mga people who might want to inquire if they want to do it as a fundraising and stuff like that. All right, great. So once again, can you run us through your social media accounts so we can watch out for it?
Okay, our Facebook is facebook.com/Blue Repertory. Our Twitter is _Blue Repertory. And our Instagram is Ateneo Blue Repertory.
There you go. All right. Before we end the show, we have one more song. Maybe each one of you can have a go and greet anybody that you'd like to greet at this point. Your loved ones, your friends, or the people in BlueRep. So please, sige. Anybody can start. Go ahead. Ikaw na, Troy. You, take the lead. Mga bati lang.
Oh, I guess I'll just shout out my family. I don't know if they're watching. I didn't tell them I was gonna be. Whoops.
They can watch it.
Yeah,
later.
they're gonna watch it. Yeah, I'll tell them about it. Shout out to my family. They always put up with my having to go home late and rehearsing and all of that, and they support me. And I guess also shout out to my friends who watch. Who always watch my shows. So that includes my friends in BlueRep and my friends outside. So yes, thank you guys.
Yay! Si Cax muna.
Oh, yes. Hello. I'd also like to greet my family. Hi, Mom. And I'd also like to greet Abby. Hi, Abby. I miss you. We miss you.
We miss you, Abby.
We miss you, Abby. And also the rest of the A team. Andre. Also, Nicolo. And there's so many.
Nice.
But yes, the rest of the A team, we can't wait for everyone to enjoy the fruit of our labor.
Yes. Malapit na.
Yes.
Okay. Peter?
Hello, shout out to my family and friends, but especially Tristan Nahoro because this is supposed to be his song.
Oh, all right.
So I wish you were here.
Okay,
Sing it.
Tristan. Thank you. Yes,
I'd also
Tisha.
like to say hello to my family and my friends who support me even if I never hang out with them anymore because of but yeah, your support really means a lot to me. And also to Vicky, I also wish you were here.
Oh, thank you, Julia.
Same.
How about your fans? Yung mga fans.
Okay, well, no, first of all, I have a family. So hello. You're never gonna watch this, but it's on the internet, so hi.
Oh, bakit naman?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
And to our lovely commenter, redacted. I hope your class is going well. That's it.
There you go. Thank you. Yes, Jerome.
Hi, Chloe. Chloe's my dog. I know that. I just wanted to annoy my family that I greeted the dog first. Hi, Mom. Hello. Thank you, fam, for also adjusting your schedules to me, and also to my chuties. Hi, kids. Watch the show.
Nice, nice. Ano to, mga chuties mo from what? From an org or?
No, I work as a tutor right now.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, in your Chinese PT.
And Nicole, yay! All the De La Salle students.
Oh, hi, LaSalle.
Yes, Rachel La Salle.
No, hey to my family, I guess. What's up? I'm gonna tell you about this later. And to some of my friends who are from Ateneo but have graduated already, hi.
Yay.
That's it.
Thank you so much and welcome again. Ayan, Mar, thank you for bringing BlueRep. Alam ko, the last time Mar was here, we just telling them, you know, parang di ba we're talking about ORSEM and all that. Sabi ko, please bring the BlueRep here. And thank you so much for bringing them here. Ayan. And who do we want to say hi to?
Hello, my family, and my friends, and my dogs, Hopia and Alonzo, and of course, to the future watchers of the show. Hello.
All right. And do catch, of course, the Theory of Relativity starting September 12. And this will be, hindi natin mention pa yung venue natin. This will be at the Fine Arts Black Box Theater. Saan nga ba to? Ito yung sa Gonzaga ba? The old Com building. All right. The old Com Theater. All right. So the FA Black Box Theater. All the shows will be held there from September 12 to September 29. And tickets go on sale soon. All right. So thank you so much, Ateneo Blue Rep. We have one more song, and it's fitting that we end with you, Mar. This special song is called Julie's Song.
It is the song of Julie. Yeah.
This is the song. All right. Anong kwento ni Julie? This song?
Julie's song is really about finding something so great, a love so great na despite all obstacles talaga dadaanan mo para lang dun sa pag-ibig na yon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So siya yung na-in-love talaga sa play na to, ha? All right, so here we go with the Theory of Relativity, the Ateneo Blue Repertory, and this song, Julie's Song.
got something to say. Just gather round, I promise later we'll play. I have to explain, things will not be the way that they've been. Things are changing for good, and it's time that I filled you all in. You see, up until now it's been only us five, but I think we all knew that this day would arrive. You offered his heart to me, and for once I've chosen yes. I love him, but that doesn't mean I love you any less. You'll always be special to me. You'll always be my main obsession. You must understand that our bond won't diminish at all. But for this plan to succeed, there must be the odd sacrifice and concession. So I hope you can start to make a room in your heart for your best girlfriend Julie plus Paul. Sure, you might say that he's not exactly your prize. There's that nasally voice and those watering eyes. He runs from the room, holds his throat, and then cries in the yard. He's just sensitive, it's something you'll learn to just disregard. You say that friends always get left behind. It's the friends who get hurt and grow bitter. But I say in this case, my friends, you're respectfully wrong. You say he's really not one of our kind, that he's hardly the pick of the litter. Look, don't judge him like that. He's a real pussycat. Meow. Can we all learn to just get along? He may sniffle a lot, he may break out in hives, but like it or not, he's not part of your lives. In spite of all obstacles, true love survives. Wait and see. This is foolish, I know. This is silly, it's true. But I guess what I'd like is a blessing from you. Alexander, Meowser, Cookie Puss, and Miss Meow. And we'll be one big happy family. You, Boar, and Paul, my Beyonce, and me.
Yay! Thank you so much. Wow, Mar, amazing. All right, so there was the music from the Theory of Relativity. Starts off again on September 12 all the way till September 29. So you've got much more time to get to know more of the upcoming production. Of course, it's the Ateneo Blue Repertory's 28th season, and you can call or inquire, message them on their Facebook page, I guess, the Ateneo Blue Repertory on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, guys. Thank you. It's our honor to have you, and please do come back anytime whenever you have a new production. Our doors are wide open for you. All right, and thank you for joining us for today's Himig Ateneo on Radyo Katipunan 87.9. We'll do this all again next week. Catch us again at this time, 2 to 3 p.m. only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Basil Valdez, The Apo Hiking Society, Parokya ni Edgar, Bukas Palad, the Ateneo Glee Club, and many more. All homegrown talents at the Ateneo de Manila University. Get to know the current music environment at the Ateneo. Tune in to Himig Ateneo. Himig Ateneo. Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo.